Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another authentic verification. Just going to grab these from back here and move them up. Hurt my elbow doing a little boxing. Actually, I was being stupid and threw a punch and hyperextended my elbow. So if I look like I'm moving funny, that's why I'm moving funny. Threw a stupid punch. Don't throw stupid punches. All right, so the shoe here is the Jordan Zoom Tenacity 88. Now the 88 is in regard to the Air Jordan 3 that the shoe is based on. And these are running shoes from Jordan brand. Now, the color on this one is, and you're going to recognize this, black varsity red cement gray. So basically your Bred colorway, right? The style code is AV5878-002. SRP is only $125. It's a great price point for a much more sturdier version of the Jordan Racer, which I did a video on, but I haven't edited it yet, so you won't be able to see that until I finish that video, which I'm still 50 videos behind, which I'll probably always be 50 videos behind, but I'm working on it. So let's get to it so you can see the shoe instead of listening to me run my mouth. The size 11 UPC is 884-751-562-556, and there's a 16 at the end. Now it's got the black and red box. I'm going to open this up and look inside because we do not have a stamp on the inside of the lid. It's not one at the end down here, and it's not a faded one down here. So I'm going to open the box up, take the shoes out. There's no paper on the inside of it, and there aren't any stamps inside of this version of the shoe. Now, real quick, I'm going to hold that for a minute. The Racer version is much more lightweight. This is a much more sturdy shoe, and it shows that it has the flight speed and it's Zoom Air on the inside, but it is much more sturdy. When you look at the Racer, this is basically the same as the tongue, where you have this really thin kind of hyperfused look to it. The Racer is made the same way around the collar here. This actually has a padded collar, and you could run in this shoe. This feels like a more sturdy kind of training shoe. It looks good. It's got a little bit of the waffle skin underneath, but what do they call it here? Flight speed on the shoe. And since we don't have the QC stamp and the QC sticker, I'm going out of order, but that's okay because I want to open up the true blue version of this shoe and take a look at it real quick. Here are the production dates though. Anyway, I want to see if this comes out. It's glued in, but it comes out really easily. The shoe insert comes out really easy. Now that's on the inside of it. It's got the running, and it says, of course, engineered for flight. But the production date on here is 12/15/17 to 01/30/18, and it's made in Vietnam. The small code at the top is VT. I do want to, even though it sticks in here. Oh, you know what? It's not stuck down. It's just in there really tight, right? Just in there really tight. And then you see the inside of it, just to make sure you see the inside of it there. So let's get this back in, go straight to 360, and then I'm going to whip out the, I'm not going to whip out anything. I'm going to whip out the true blue version of the shoe. I think personally, man, for me, this is really more of a shoe that I would wear before I'd actually wear the Jordan 3s, which are heavy for me now, man. I'm just not a big fan of the Jordan 3s. It's one of my favorite Jordans. I would much rather wear this shoe. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get this in my size. So today, I think all of the ones that I picked up were like 10.5s and 11s and 11.5s. So I didn't get to keep one for myself, but I would definitely keep these, and I would rock these in lieu of the black cement 3s, of course. So let's go 360, and I love just the back of it. It's the same as the Racer. It's got the run on the back. That is just, that's dope to me, man. I think it's just a really good shoe for guys like me who are still in the culture, but we're getting older now, and we don't necessarily want to rock the 3s all the time. And you see some guys that are rocking the 3s, and they're a little bit older guys, and it looks kind of cheesy on them. This, you wouldn't really look kind of cheesy if you're an older dude rocking these. and they look really closely. You know what they remind me of is the Roger Federer version of it. The back of it, you can see it says Zoom at the heel. There we go, right there. And I went all the way around this shoe, man. And it's just a hyperfused overlay here, hyperfused around the shoe. This tape, that's not a leather, you can't feel it, so it's got a grain or leather. It's a hyperfused taping going around the back as well. It's just really nice. And this is like a silicone kind of sticker that's on the back of the shoe. But love this shoe, man. Probably didn't do very well as far as like retail or resale and stuff like that, because sometimes it's not about the resale. It's about if you like the shoe. This is a great little shoe. But move that up, and I'm going to wrap this up, but not before I take a real quick look at the True Blue, which I'm going to do a video of, and I just want to see if there's a stamp. Now, surprisingly, there's a QC sticker and the QC stamp on the inside of the True Blue version of it, but you'll see that on the next video. So let's get to the next video. See you on the next one.